those bacon sandwiches for brunch, you might be seeing them again for lunch. It's going to be great to get back behind the wheel of a Caterham today. Good morning. Well, I'm here at a pre-season track day at Cadwell Park, and it's a couple of very generous members of the Caterham Graduates Racing Club that have invited me along today. So I'm here with Rob Warner. So Rob drives in Sigma 150. Here's his car. I will show it now. Rob is incredibly generous with his car. He would even let you race it. Honestly, the guy is just so super generous. But today, the plan is I'm going to take it out on a bunch of laps on a track day. I'm certainly going to be taking it easy. As you would probably know, Cadwell Park is not really the most forgiving of places, and today is proper drizzly. So that's absolutely fine. I'm happy just to get out on track and experience the fun of a Caterham again on the UK's version of the Nuremberg Ring here at Cadwell Park. Also along today is the chairman of the Caterham Graduates Racing Club, Matthew Willoughby. So we're here, we camped over last night, so we were bright and fresh and ready to go this morning. And joining him is his dad, who has raced for a number of years in sprinting, and this year will be in the Caterham and Lotus 7 Club Sprint Championship. So we are just about to get in the cars and we are off for our sighting laps. It's going to be great to get back behind the wheel of a Caterham today. Well, that was awesome. So I've done the sighting laps, which was good in itself just to get back out there on track. And then when I come in, Rob said, look, you're in the car, get out there now. To be honest, I usually avoid those first sessions because usually that's when people go and, I don't know, blow off steam and sometimes where errors can be made. But actually it turned out to be a really good idea. The track was quiet and it let me just explore the car. Obviously, you know, you're only going to take it to a certain point in somebody else's car. The last thing you want to do is return their generosity by delivering them a car that's been into the barrier. But, I don't know, it's all coming back. It feels like home. Even though it was damp, the 150, Rob's car just drove beautifully. Everything dead predictable, so fine, if it's going to have a little slide, that's okay. The mountain was just epic and very difficult to get the power down. We'll see. Maybe if there's another session later on, we'll see if we might get a couple of wheels off at least up the mountain. As I said, we're here with Matthew Willoughby as well. Matthew, chairman of Caterham Graduates Racing Club.
Hello.
And here today with your dad, Matthew.
Yeah, Dad's doing a sprint here at Cadwell next Saturday, so we're here getting a bit of practice in. Hopefully it'll be wet next Saturday and he'll have a bit of an advantage because it's pretty grim today. Brilliant,
fantastic. So the track is just starting to dry.
Good, I've not been out yet, so.
Yeah, I was dry line, you're going to be epic.
Brilliant.
Okay, gonna have a good time.
Dad's going to be a passenger, so we'll see how he.
Okay, so you're taking him out, show him the lines, and then switch it around.
Yeah, that's the plan. See if we can teach an old dog new tricks.
And there's a real threat that you might show me a couple of laps around Cadwell later.
I'm sure we can do that. Hopefully when it's rainy and then really nice and greasy.
Great, I'm going to really look forward to that. We're back home, it's the following day, and it's that moment when you put the SD card into the computer only to realise you've recorded half of the day in slow motion with no sound. So Matthew did take me out on track, which was an epic experience. Let's join him for one of the laps. Here I am sat alongside Matthew. I am here in total confidence. Matthew is an exceptional driver with lots of experience. Coming into turn 1 Coppice, looking for that entry point. The service road serves as a good turning in point, and this is flat in the dry. Turning in for Charlie's 1 and then into Charlie's 2. Really important to get an exceptional drive out of Charlie's 2, otherwise the speed you lose all the way down the park straight is punishing. Through the dip and up the rise into Park Corner, so well over 110 miles an hour here, and hard on the brakes and into Park Corner. And now turning in for Chris Curve and accelerating all the way through. You can see Matthew balancing the wheel as he accelerates through, heading down towards the gooseneck, and that's a turn in right and then the left as you drop down the hill towards Mansfield. Matthew is an exceptional driver in Sigmax this year and will certainly be fighting for those championship positions. And a short straight until we reach the epic mountain section. So Matthew can get through this in third gear because his entry speed is just so high, it still leaves him with enough punch to get up over the mountain, couple of wheels in the air there as we do. Now through the tricky hole bend section. Those cars in front certainly holding Matthew back as we move into the hairpin. MSV kindly popping a couple of big bells there to prevent any runoff. Those are certainly a Caterham breaker if you hit them. Final corner barn, and it's a drive downhill to the start finish straight.
How was that?
That's me in 5 minutes. Seriously, unbelievable. So the skill that this man has is just exceptional. Like when you're on the limit and then just pass it, just the smallest of correction, unbelievable. Literally. Don't leave me hanging.
Sorry, I wasn't. I'm sitting on a buckle here.
I think that was enough for me. Matthew said we didn't have much of a go, but absolutely epic.
We had a good run through the gooseneck once or twice.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Put it this way, those bacon sandwiches for brunch, you might be seeing them again for lunch.
Up here now through the hole bend section. This is an interesting piece of track, that's for sure. We've just jumped in the van and come round to the park straight. Cadwell Park it's a circuit of such kind of different sections. This is one of the quickest parts. Even this morning in the wet, you know, easy ton up the park straight here. But it's also open, although the track is so narrow. Really, you know, a lot of motorbike racing happens here. Of course, we race cars, but certainly one of the tightest tracks I've ever raced on, that's for sure. Early afternoon, I did take Rob's car out for a second session, and by this point the track was certainly all but dry, even through the hole bend section. So it was great to really get to wring this Sigma 150 out. Up through the mountain, into turn 1, into turn 2, and when I asked the car to go into turn 3, a little moment where it didn't accept my input, and that barrier is just so close, a small correction, and we're thankfully back on track. I'm sure you're aware by now, but I am incredibly proud that my company, Morph My, are the title sponsors of the Caterham Graduates Racing Club. And here on Rob Warner's car, you will see the position of Morph My on the nose and also on the side of every single car this year. Not only do we supply the Caterham graduates with the decals for all of the cars, but we also provide their merchandise, which is available online. And here is a small plug for our Caterham Graduates Tour t-shirt. It's available for anybody to purchase online, and it celebrates all of the tracks along with the dates that we will be visiting this year. And yes, I will be at all of them. So if you're at the circuit, please do come and say hi. I just love it when people come along and say hi and have a chat whilst we're at the circuit. I do hope you've enjoyed today's video, just a fraction of the amount I've enjoyed making it for you. If you have, do give it that thumbs up. That lets YouTube know to let other people just like you know that this is great content for them. If you've not done so already, please do consider subscribing. Subscribing is a great way to show your support and help my channel grow. Until Brands Hatch race number 1, I look forward to seeing you next time.